Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. It's the evening of September 7th, 2020. Now, I'm on a bit of a warpath right now over another word for warpath is fact checking, by the way, over what appears to be two conflicting reports from two different news organizations, giving two different estimates for the number of deaths towards the end of the year. Well, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. I think you understand. After that, we'll go back. We'll do some very simple, very simple modeling to try to come up with what I think is a better number. Okay. First of all, let's go back and look at these two reports here. 300,000 deaths by December 1st. 410,000 U.S. deaths by January. Now that's not the problem. The difference isn't the problem. The problem is both reports are based on a model out of this organization, University of Washington's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. And of course, this is a team of prominent, this is one of the more prominent teams modeling the pandemic. So therefore, that means they have to be right. Let's look over here. The Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation at the University of Washington School of Medicine. So are they saying we're going to have 100,000 deaths in December? To go from, to go from what? To go from, well, anyway, let's just do some really easy modeling here. Embarrassingly easy model, probably fraught with errors and stuff. But you know what? There's George Box once said, all models are wrong, but some are useful. So it remains to be seen whose model's more useful, mine or the Washington University's. So this is nothing special. There's not even any plots in this thing. This is pure math, okay? Nothing new here. We're going to load our data. Load our raw data. Now, this is the mean number of deaths by day from January 31st to September 1st to September 7th. And that number is 700, let's say 750. And the problem with that number is that the first death wasn't until February 29th. So therefore, I think a better number is to take an average of the number of deaths per day between February 29th and September 7th. Let's see what that number comes to. 984, pretty significant difference. Let's stick with the 984. Now, the article on the NPR Washington University article citing the Washington University model from a prominent modeling team, by the way, was 300,000 by December 1st of this year. Now, that's 85 days away. So if we subtract the predicted number, 300,000, from the current number, 188,900, and divide by the remaining days, that gives us the average number of deaths per day we had to have in order to reach this 300,000 by December 1st. Now, if we take the 189,000 number here, subtract plus 984, and we add into that the 984 average deaths per day by the remaining days, that'll give us the new projected model. And if we subtract that number from here, that'll give us the difference between their projected model, 300,000, and my projected model. Now, we continue down. Now we come back to the Yahoo News New York USA Today numbers. 410,000 January. Now, if they don't say January 1st to January 31st, I'm going to give them some slack. I'm going to calculate both. The same model. 410,000 minus the current number divided by the number of remaining days, 117 days. Add the two, perform the calculation, 117 times 984, and add it into 189. That'll give you my projected model. Then we subtract the two. Then we do the same thing for July 3rd. So according to the NPR model, we have to average 1,307 deaths per day in order to reach 300,000 by December 1st. We're currently averaging 984. That's a pretty big jump to go up from 984 to 1,307. Now, my projected number is 272,640 by December 1st. That's a 27,000 and change difference. Now let's look at the day numbers. Now, in order to reach that 410,000 by January 1st, we would have to average 1,889, 1,890, which is twice of what our daily average is right now. My projected model, based on that average, is 304,128, 304,000, 305,000. We're still off by over 50,000. We're still off by over 100,000, 105,000. Now, in order for us to reach that number by January 31st, okay, we would have to average 1,504. My projected model is 333,600. That's still a 75,000 difference between what they're predicting and what I'm predicting. Finally, I want to give you some words of encouragement to continue to fight, to continue to battle on a personal basis. What these numbers tell us, what the fact that the cases have been declining for 42 straight days, that deaths are declining somewhat, what these numbers tell us, this tells us that the sacrifices that you are making, you and me are making, wearing masks, practice social distancing, self-isolation, is making a difference. That is why the numbers are coming down. And that is not what's being reported. So I hope this report here will be an encouragement to you. One, to go out and look at the numbers for yourself. And two, watch the news with a grain of salt. Now, I could be dead wrong on this, but then again, so could Washington. The difference is no one's going to hold me accountable for it. And no one's going to hold Washington University accountable for it. Congress might try if it's not close, but I wouldn't count on it. But anyway, again, keep up the good work. Keep wearing the mask. Keep practice social distancing. Keep practice isolation when you can. And we will get through this. And God will bring us through this pandemic. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next report.